What's up, universe? It's Julie here, and welcome back to our channel. And this is going to be a really hard video for me to film. It's a little bit different from our usual style. So if you're watching this, then most likely you are one of our super fans who actually care about us and have been wondering where we've been. You've also probably noticed that I've chopped my hair and this is a different set design. Yes, I'm not in the kitchen, but I'm about to actually film a different video, and I just felt this pull to do this video first. So I don't know, let's just lay it all out. First of all, I do need to apologize for ignoring you, just responding to your comments in general, and we haven't been posting videos. And there's a good reason for that. After our last season, season 5 of our cooking show, it didn't do so well. And it was probably my hardest season to film, even if the recipes were simple, because I was doing it all while Lincoln was napping. And there were, later on in the later half of the season, we did get some childcare from Joe's parents. And in those episodes, we were block filming as much as we could in a day, just so we could get as much done as possible and utilize the time that we did have childcare. I was always a little bit nervous about having a kid because I figured that once that happens, who knows what that would mean for our YouTube channel and just our brand in general. And, I think it all stemmed from when I was pregnant. I mentioned this before, but I had really bad back pain, sciatica, when I was pregnant with Lincoln. And that kind of caused me to have a screeching halt for everything that we were doing. And then there was newborn life. And then after that, I'm just like becoming this mom. So it took me like a year to get back on the horse and finally feel like, you know what, let's start filming again. There was a lot of prep involved and it was difficult. And then when we didn't get the views, there was that sense of failure. There was a sense of disappointment. Like I didn't have any affirmation that I was meant to do this, that I had to keep going. And it's kind of sad because when we first started, I had such a fire in my bones. I was super passionate. And then somewhere along the line, from all those things that I mentioned, it just fizzled out. Life is not about the accolades. At the same time, I kind of fell into that trap. It came to the point where I felt like Joe was trying to raise me up like every other month. Like, come on, let's keep going. You can do this. You're meant to do this. We're meant to do this together. And I'd be like, yeah, let's go, after a pep talk. And then afterwards, like a month later, I'd go back into my like depressed wormhole and be like, oh, I don't know if I'm meant to do this. And so it got really tiring, not only for him, but for me too. And so I finally had to kind of like dig deep and figure it out. And so one thing was to kind of like look at the problem head on and not just wallow in it. And so one thing was we noticed the algorithm. With YouTube, even if you subscribe to our channel, if you had skipped a couple of our videos in a row, for instance, when we were posting a lot about lifestyle and that wasn't your cup of tea and you skipped our videos, that means for the future videos, whether it was cooking related or not, they wouldn't probably show up in your feed. And so then I think that explained our lack of views. And I know it's a little different for you guys watching this because if you're watching this, you probably know us and have walked with us from the beginning. And even if you haven't and you joined us recently, you're still watching for a reason. I know that this video that I'm making right now is not meant for everyone's eyes. And I don't mean it to be that way. I'm starting to realize it's really not about quantity, but it's quality. In the beginning, when we first started, it was a numbers game. It was how many views can we get? How many subscribers can we get? Can we reach this next goal? Can we reach 10,000? Can we reach 20,000? And so on. And it's still part of that, of course. That kind of shows a measure of your success. But at the same time, we're starting to realize it's really not about that at all. It's about you who are watching this video right now. What do you want from me? Why are you coming back every time we post something new? What are you getting out of these videos? And somewhere along the line, I kind of lost all of that. And so that kind of led us to two things. One, we decided to start a second channel. And for those of you who have been following us for a while, this channel already existed. It was previously called Our Universe. And then it became too hard for us to maintain two channels. So we just completely dropped it and started putting all that vlogging content into Chef Yoon, which explains the whole algorithm messed up thing and why people were confused. They were like, what is this channel about? So then we realized, okay, that was a mistake. So we decided to revive it, but instead give it a different name, and it's going to be called Life with Yoon. So you can check it out. I'll link it in the description box. I might have one or two videos out there right now. And this is going to be more about like my passion, my other passion besides food. So it's about budget finds, tips and tricks, you know, just motherhood in general, and just like living life together, whether it's travel or experiencing just everyday life with Lincoln. This is all stuff that I do normally anyway, so the content writes itself. I'm just there to capture it on camera. So I hope you come there and join me for the ride there. Also, what you may or may not know is that YouTube and the Chef Julie Yoon brand is not Joe's full-time job. Although we do it together, Joe actually works part-time as the director of media and communications at our church. And so he does all this kind of like video, web, all graphic, all that kind of stuff on that end. So he's pretty divided with his time. And then for me, I watch Lincoln like most of my time. And so whenever I have a spare moment, that's when I'm trying to come up with more content for the videos and everything like that. So it's definitely difficult, especially without consistent childcare. How things will change going forward is that we did enlist Joe's parents to start watching Lincoln twice a week, but things come up sometimes, and you know, even right now they're currently in Europe, so it's kind of like you can't always rely on that consistently. So that was just really difficult for us too. But what I realized is that you can't make excuses, that even though it is difficult and it is not ideal in the scenario that you're in, the circumstance you're in, you can either sit there and wallow in it and complain, or you can stand up and rise above it. You can fight. You can choose to take that step forward. Something one of my friends reminded me is that sometimes you don't have the passion to just go get them and like go do it, and you don't have that fire in your bones. But if you feel like that's the direction that you're supposed to go, to just take that step. You know, just take that one little step. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now. So how can we improve for you? Well, I really almost did quit YouTube, honestly. But this time, I think I have like a new understanding and appreciation for our audience, for our fans and our community. So I want to ask you for your help. What do you want to see from me? What we decided is that doing the cooking show was definitely our jam. That's kind of our signature style, doing it like a real cooking show that you would probably see on Food Network or otherwise. Because if you didn't know, that's my background. I used to work behind the scenes in real cooking shows that were out there on Food Network and PBS. And so I think that I'm a little bit old school in that sense, where that's my era, how I grew up, not watching the internet, but watching real TV and TV shows. And so we kind of formed our cooking show like that, from what I know, what influenced me to be a chef, and also what I resonate with. I still like that style, and I know many of you do too, but I think now we're going to try to focus on putting out more content quicker. So the quality will still be as best as we can manage, but we're going to try to focus on giving you some more quantity, more consistency. And I'm not saying this as like this false promise. Like, I really want to do that. Like, we really want to aim for that, which means that the style of our videos will have to change. That means they'll be more like talking head styles, maybe even like this. One of the videos I have in mind is how to properly care for a cast iron skillet, because I get questions like that all the time. Like, how do I clean a cast iron skillet? How do I store it? Or 10 things to do with a rotisserie chicken. Because I realized over time, my target audience were people like you. You are busy moms, newlyweds, people who are cooking for small families or just one or two people. You are beginner cooks, or you just like to have simple, easy recipes. That means short ingredient lists. So what I like to say is like real life cooking. We also want to start developing some courses for you. So it could be like knife skills, but in not such a fussy way, but like knife skills for real life. Let me know what problem I can solve for you, because that's what it's all about. And I think that will give me new life and new meaning to why I'm shooting this beyond just the numbers game. Tell me what you like from our videos, what you have gleaned from us so far, what you would like to see from us in the future. And then here's how to take action if you really do want to see more from us, and how you can help. Follow me on Instagram. I'm not the best at posting social media, but I'm going to try to get better just so I can stay connected with you. So if you can follow us on Instagram, I'm pretty good about answering DMs and like hearing you out. Sometimes I poll our audience through our Insta stories and I hear you. So that's a great way to reach me and contact me and stay connected. And then I could look at your profiles too and kind of like we can get to know each other. Secondly, hit that red subscribe button that you see under our videos, because that means the world. That shows YouTube that you actually care about these videos. And then hit that little bell notification so that you know every time we upload a new video. Do you want to see more live streaming or like Facebook live videos? Because we have never dabbled in that. Joe has been wanting me to do things like that for so long, like just watching me live, cooking, chatting, that kind of thing, answering your questions on the spot. I don't know why, because I've been doing YouTube for so long, but I just get really nervous about that idea of being live and unedited. And so I have avoided it with like a 10-foot pole. But if that's what you'd want from me, then let me know that. Would you like meet and greets? I know that's a little bit harder, especially in like, I'm in the Chicago area, and I actually don't know if I have fans or people interested in me in the Chicago area. If you are, and you would like some sort of meet and greet, even at like a local cafe or something, let me know. Maybe it could be arranged. So I asked you a lot of questions on this video, but that's because I haven't done that in the past. I kind of just spoon fed you whatever I thought you wanted to see, and that's not right. And so I want to apologize for that. I want to apologize for ignoring you and kind of throwing in the towel and just giving up when the going got tough. And this time, instead of running away, I want to like face my fears and my anxieties like straight on. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this style of video this time around. It's kind of like an update, apology, and a cry for help, all wrapped up in one. This is why I almost quit YouTube, but I think that I'm back. If I didn't make it clear, I definitely want to focus on more techniques and not so much just recipes. I think the recipes will always be there and we'll sprinkle them in, but I would like to do a little bit more like quicker informational videos that are helpful in real life. Because yeah, sometimes you don't know, like, should I get a ceramic or a nonstick pan? Or what should I actually put on my wedding registry? Or do I really need this kitchen tool? Or what's the best way to clean that? And I feel like those are all important life skills that I sometimes may take for granted that maybe you are interested in, and it would be a good place to start and kind of hone in our audience as well. I'm actually about to go film a second video now, so you'll probably see me in this whole get up outfit in our second channel, Life with Julie Yoon. I just felt like I needed to stop, drop, and do this video while I was already in makeup and everything, and utilizing Lincoln's nap time like he is right now, and stop making the excuses. Just do what I can. And I hope you stay for the ride. It's gonna be a different kind of like Chef Julie Yoon 2.0, but I hope you enjoy it. Be sure to check out our second channel. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and push the notification bell. Also, it helps a lot whenever you push like or leave a comment, because it does push our video up in the algorithm, because it shows that there's engagement. So thanks so much for watching. I really do love you and appreciate you. I don't say it enough, and I'm saying it now. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.